Hi, I'm Brett Beta, President and founder of NavacareNow.com. I'm going to open your eyes to the idea that one day your aging parents are going to need your help, and that's a really big responsibility. In this video, I'm going to share a secret with you that's going to change your life. I know it will because it changed mine. About 5 years ago, I made a mistake that I had to learn to live with. It was a mistake that made my mother cry herself to sleep for 2 straight years. But it was about 3 years ago that I realized I could have changed the outcome. I could have done things a little bit differently. Let's rewind. I want to tell you a story. It's a story that you may be able to relate to. It's a story that 50 million North Americans are experiencing right now. This is a story of a grandma whose life was always full of joy and excitement. Her name is Edna Rose, and Edna is one of these people that just loves to laugh. She has a family that loves her very much, and they try to come see her as much as they can. But because they live far away, they don't actually see what's happening with Edna's life. There's something going on under the surface that they can't see.
Edna Rose is actually very close to me because in fact she was my grandmother. It was my family that didn't see what was actually happening, that the dementia was taking over her life. It was her 8-year bout with Alzheimer's that inspired me to start Navacare.
The purpose of that story was to get you thinking. My family had to learn to live with the guilt because we weren't ready for that call. We didn't have anyone tell us that we needed a plan in case Grandma got sick. We just thought, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. After talking to hundreds of families about similar situations, I learned that there's a real communication barrier between parent and child. I encourage you, at no matter what stage of life your parent is at, go up and talk to them. Ask them, what do you want as you get older? As children, we often assume that we know that answer.
What do I really want? I want to keep my independence.
I want to be able to live in my own home no matter what.
Well, one of my biggest fears right now is that I may lose my independence.
How do I tell my kids what I want?
My kids are too busy to talk about my problems. I don't want to be a burden.
My parents don't want to talk about aging, do they?
I'm not really sure what my parents want. It never really came up.
If I bring it up, won't they just get mad at me?
They'll probably just come live with me. What else would they do?
I just want her to be safe. She's my best friend, and I really don't know where to start.
The secret is to make a plan. Predetermine how are you going to have that first talk about aging with your parent? Who's going to do what? How are you going to divide the roles up within your family? Ultimately, the plan will help you prolong your parents' independence. When I tell the story of Edna around the world, I always ask people, would you ever drive across the country without a road map? Probably not. With aging, you have to have that exact same attitude. You have to know where you're going. You need a plan. We all know our parents are getting older. We all know our parents are getting weaker. But because we know this, we need to start planning now. But how do you make a plan? I know it can be tough to take that first step. I've been there myself. What we'll do for you today is we'll send you a copy of Navacare Starting Point Plan. It's the first of a 6-part series that'll teach you everything you need to know about planning for aging. It'll act as your roadmap. It'll make you prepared in case your family member has a fall or a stroke and you need that guidance and support. Just sign up after and we'll get that to you.
Thank you for watching what inspired me to start Navacare. If you have any questions, please write to us because at Navacare, we're in the business of helping people like you. Please enjoy the site.